Welcome to the tavern at Henan, and we're going to be speaking to the the cannibal guy now. And you look like a butcher, but where are your livestock? Now I've changed my profession. Feed on what? Guess. Since I was beaten by the bored bastard Lu Jishen, I have always kept imagining skinning him and tasting his flesh. Yes, so what we have to do now is, with our mind-reading ability, we are going to go into this guy's, well, memory, I suppose you could say, and we're going to alter the way things actually worked. So, yeah, so you are this guy? Yes, there we go. You told me, yes, this Hong guy told me to find you, and we're going to be helping him. Alright, so now this is actually one of the more difficult encounters that you're going to have, because you're actually fighting a guy who has fists, and you can't block. You can't block with this weapon, so it's going to be pretty tricky. This guy doesn't seem to be able to block either, so I'm pretty happy about that, but if he hits me, he's going to do a massive amount of damage. Thankfully, thankfully I was able to win. Actually, very, very close in my opinion. I think if he had hit me once, we would have been in some big trouble right there. So, yeah, by the way, in my off-screen time, I came across a vassal of the Zhao, and you know what I did? I became a mercenary. I became a mercenary with these guys, and, you know, maybe we can try and get a little bit of an advantage here and there. The wages are not exactly great. They gave me 250 for the first week, which is not amazing, but it's okay. Also, I did build a weavery and dye works in Daming, and I believe that is the easternmost or closest town to us right now. Anyway, we are going to be speaking to this guy again because we have now basically cured him. And there we go. Alright, so we've done it. And that means that I will now be able to go and do all of these quests. Yes, I can now do all of these quests. So that is exactly what we're going to do. We are probably going to try and do some of the lower level ones. I don't know which one's low level or anything like that, but let's go and see if we can find this guy first. So this is a village. All right, that's a village. Okay, well, you know what? Why don't we just run around in Zhao territory? Hello, there's the guy that I wanted to find. What a crazy coincidence. Hello. Okay, so unfortunately it doesn't seem like I will actually be able to do anything with him right now, because I've actually just done mind reading once. So I will need to wait 24 hours by the looks of things before we can actually do that. Let me actually just take a look and see whether I actually can help him. Yeah, I believe I can. So, yeah, I am instead going to go and do this quest, which he's believed to be at this place. So, I'll see you there. Ooh, is that him? Is that him? Did I spot him from across the way there? I believe it is. Yes, hello there. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. I have a saber. I think I'm probably just going to attack straight away, and even if that does reduce my honor or whatever the case may be, then I think that's alright. Alright, so this is truly our first mind reading, and you know the cool thing about this, by the way? The mod creators have included like a quality of life improvement in the mind reading sense, where when it's ready, after the 24 hours, which you have to wait of course for it to recharge, it will come up on the screen and it will basically say, mind reading is ready, which is fantastic because in the previous version, that did not happen. Anyway, let's try and see whether we can help this guy. Oh, they give us a bow. Okay, this is, well, actually, this might not work out too well. We'll see. Oh, nice headshot. Nice headshot, sir. You did a good job there. Maybe I can do some more damage. I'm hopeful that my horse will not die, because that would be a big, big problem indeed. But hopefully I can just take out the lancing units a little bit here. And come on, come on, come on. Can I get a headshot? I can't buy a headshot apparently right now, even though I did get a couple to begin with, which was very nice. I have a feeling that I'm going to just die instantly if I stop moving, so Let me see if I can... Oh, there we go. Nice. Yeah, there we go. We got him. We got him. Nice. There's another headshot as well. Wow, we're getting some good headshots. This guy's an absolute beast with his bow. Kind of wish that I was as good as this. But, yeah, maybe sometime, you know, maybe as time goes on, maybe I will be. Alright, let me see if I can... Yes, headshot. And another one. And another one. Yeah, there we go. And now can I kill this guy? He's really close to killing me, actually. He's really close to killing me. Oh, dear. Now he's off his mount. That's going to make things difficult. I'm going to get my shield out. And I'm going to get my saber. Because I'm a bit worried about... Ooh, yeah. I am worried about this guy. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think we got this. I think we got this. He can't possibly beat me with that long weapon. No way. Not in close quarters combat. Wow, that guy was really, really harsh. I know him as being a really, really difficult unit to deal with. And... Oh, wait a minute. I didn't get the... Oh, yeah, I need to finish with... oh, yeah. I need to finish with over 50% HP to get the true reward, don't I? Well, I think I have a pretty good shot at victory in this particular round, and I'll tell you exactly my strategy after I am victorious, if I can actually do this without taking any more damage, because as you can see, I'm almost at 50%. It can turn very, very quickly, and it is definitely something you want to be very careful of if you're going to be doing this yourself, especially because these guys are infuriatingly difficult. Anyway, let's see if we can take this guy off his horse and take him out. Alright, so I'm hopeful that that is above 50%. I don't know whether it is. Yes, it is. There we go. I think. Because he gave us the war bow, right? He gave us the war bow. I think so, because otherwise he'd give me 2,500 coins rather than an item. And as you can see right there, yes, the Masterwork Warbow is absolutely fantastic. You can see that. 31 piercing, 99 accuracy. Obviously, it is not as good as a legendary bow, but it will obviously do quite nicely when we actually reach that level of power draw. So there you go. Actually done one mind reading so far. Now, let me tell you my strategy for that. My strategy was basically to be as accurate as possible. Duh. Yes, obviously I have to be as accurate as possible with the bow initially. And basically, what it was is just taking out a couple of the melee-based units and then focusing on the ranged units with your sword. Because the bow is actually a little bit deceptive. It actually makes you think that you should really use the bow entirely, but as a result, it kind of makes you rely too much on that. And as such, you get killed way too easily. So it is a good idea to use your bow for about maybe 10 to 20 shots. Try and be as effective as possible with those, and then try and eliminate the ranged units, because those ranged units, they will start to be extremely deadly, extremely accurate as you progress through the situation, and they're just going to, well, basically peck you down. So even if they don't do that much damage, it's going to go, you know, 80%, 60%, and then 40%, and then you're done, and then you won't get the reward. But obviously, does it matter? I don't know, you've seen the reward now. It really depends whether you want that reward or not. Anyway, we're going to be doing this guy in just a second, and I'm going to accompany him for the most part, and we're going to see whether I can do this. Let me just tell you, I have been doing that one mind reading for about, I don't know, half an hour, 30 minutes, literally doing that one thing, and trying and trying and trying again, and it was infuriating on many levels, absolutely infuriating. And I just thought to myself, okay, I've got to do this, because I want to get the Zhao on my side as quickly as possible. And I'm actually thinking maybe I should have persuaded that guy to join me. Actually, that might have made sense, wouldn't it? That might have made sense, because he has a cool bow, as far as I'm aware. That actually makes me think maybe I should have done that. But, well, let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. Anyway, I'm going to go into this guy, and we'll see how we do with him. Okay, so it seems like they all have bows. Well, this is interesting. I actually don't mind this so much. I think he's got a much worse bow than the previous guy. So there's that. Please don't do too much damage to me. I would appreciate it. But yeah, as you can see, this is basically the same strategy that I used last time. Basically, traveling pretty slowly so that you can be as accurate as possible. And then, hopefully, at some point, being able to, you know, switch to your sword, switch to your melee weapon, and then doing some damage with that. Obviously, these guys do seem a bit more difficult to kill because the bow is not as powerful as the previous one I was using. So there's also that. But hopefully, yeah, there we go. I'm going to switch to this now, and we're going to do some damage with that. That is a pretty cool looking horse, got to say that. And that guy's now taken out, that guy's horse is now taken out, and hopefully we'll be able to... I could actually beat them with the bow, but there is still one cavalry remaining, so we should be a little bit careful with him. Let's take him off his mount, and now... Oh yes, it should be relatively easy. Says he, as he misses the first shot. Very good. Maybe. Yep. There we go. And no more arrows, of course. Okay, well, that's actually fine, because I think I should be okay to deal with these guys without too many difficulties, but it is one of those things where they have... Ooh, they have some good reach. They have some very good reach indeed. That one guy has a lot of reach, and he's going to be difficult for me to eliminate. Yeah, he's taken out my horse. Okay, so let's do this. Yep, he's down, and maybe I can do this guy as well. Yeah, there we go. I think I'm above 50%. Am I above 50% HP? I'm not entirely sure. We're gonna find out. We're not. Alright, so this is gonna work out a little bit easier for me this time around because I have basically just focused down their horses. And I found that that is actually a pretty viable strategy as well. So if you do have a bow, and you have a horse, of course, and you're up against a whole bunch of, you know, multitudes of units that are mounted, then it is completely viable to take out their horses first, because then, if they don't have shields, you should be able to take them out with your own bow, just doing this, doing the horse archer thing, and infuriating them along the way, which is exactly what we want to do. And there it is. That is indeed a victory for us. Okay, so what do we get? We got looting skill increase. Thank you. Thank you, don't come again. Yes. Yes, don't come again. Okay, so let's have a look at where this guy might be. So he is the lord of this place, and that is actually all the way up here. Okay, that's actually not too bad. Alright, so if I find any... Oh dear. Deserters. Okay, I was actually going to say, if I find any bandits, then I think I might want to, you know, do a little bit of battling. And well, we found some. Technically, they're not really bandits as such, but they're more deserters. But I guess we'll see how this goes. And I think some of the greatest battles I've had have been complete mistakes on my part. So it might very well be a pretty fun thing to do. This guy has a lance, so we have to be a bit careful of him. He also has a bow, so we also need to be very careful at range. Not a big fan of that, I gotta say. Let me see if I can maybe close the gap a little bit. Maybe do some damage. You know what? I'm just going to do some damage to him from behind here. I've got to be careful here as well because I'm much more used to having a really high archery proficiency because of the duels that I just did. So obviously that makes a difference. Let's try and eliminate the horse if I can. And now I have no more arrows remaining. That's okay though. I think that's actually fine. Oh, now I am an absolutely awful fighter once again. Yes, it's kind of spoiling you, you know, when you do the mind reading and you literally have one of the greatest fighters in the land under your control, and then you go back to your own character who's a low-level scrub kind of thing. Then it is it's kind of disappointing. But it does, on the other hand, make you more motivated. You know what I mean? It makes you much more motivated to then continue. And whoa, these guys are Zhao Eagle Veteran Rangers. Are you serious right now? Are we seriously fighting these guys? Okay, I think I might want to get out of here actually. I think this is maybe a little bit too difficult for me right now. I don't know whether we can actually escape this particular situation though, because these guys are really, really high level, and they've killed so many of us so far. And we've killed the enemy leader, which is, I suppose, good. But as you can see, the enemy's morale is fantastic. Ours is absolutely not. So I am going to have to retreat. I can leave. Okay, that's fantastic. So I'm going to actually leave here. I'm going to go into here, and we are just going to rest up for a little bit of time to try and get our HP back, obviously, and then we'll see what happens. Alright, here we go. This is our next mind-reading target. He's... oh! Okay, this is problematic. This is problematic. Oh dear. Okay, hello. Oh, okay. Let's do that again. Alright, here we go. Next time, next try, next attempt, and let's see if I can do this. Gonna have to beat him in melee? This is kind of disgusting. Because I have to beat a guy that can crush through blocks. No, I'm never gonna do that. Alright, so I headshot him for 146 damage because obviously if he lowers his guard at some point, I will be able to then, you know, get some damage on him. And unfortunately, if I can just prevent him from doing damage to us, which might very well happen if I can maybe just be quicker than... oh no. Nah, no. The overheads are the main problem here. If he did not have crushing against blocks, I would be able to beat this guy, but as it is, it's kind of tricky. Yes, there we go. We got him. That is it for the Black Whirlwind. 100%. And we gain archery proficiency by 30. That's it? That's it? That's all we got? That's all we got? Okay. Yeah, let me tell you. Actually, you know what? You don't need me to tell you because you've probably seen all of my failures. I'm going to include a couple, but not too many. I've had probably over 50 or something. I have no idea, but there have been many because, let's face it, I have been at this for 20 minutes. Maybe more than that. Anyway, I think that's actually going to be it for this episode. I've spent a total of, like, what, an hour and a half on this one episode? Yes, I don't know. These mind readings of the Zhao are very difficult indeed. And, well, hopefully we won't have to fight anyone as difficult in the future, although something tells me we probably will have to. Anyway, there you go. So we have now done those three, actually. Yeah, we've done 3 of them, and there's a whole bunch more. There is a whole bunch more that we need to do. So we'll see. We'll see how that's going to go. Otherwise, for now, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.